Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video, and I think the first thing I'm gonna do like right away, because I had to do shit at home, didn't get here too early. I want to do this before it gets dark out so I can maybe get the van started and bring it in here. So I need to put the starter in it, and I also got to figure out the whole air and the fuel line situation. I've heard to pressurize the gas tank with a compressor. Sounds kind of wild, but I mean, if it works, I'll try it. So I think the first thing I got to do is just disconnect the batteries. Get the jack, get under this damn van. Actually, let's open this door. Gotta open the dang door. Chris's stuff is like over here. He's probably moving shit around. Charger. I remember what the 6.0 looked like. That's about the same. It's actually a little bit easier. The turbo's a lot farther back. The 6.0, the engine's pushed forward a good amount more, so it's a little bit harder. Do I have that top bolt? Yes, in fact I do. You know, it doesn't look too bad. I bet you I can get that with a fucking extension instead of going, because yesterday I was like right here with the freaking wrench, just like barely turning it, like one turn at a time. I even disconnected the down pipe from the other van yesterday. But it looks like this the 7.3 van is a little bit easier to work on than the 6-liter. Alright, so I need that bolt, and the one up there is going to be the more annoying one, but it's not a big deal. Just got to take off that starter wire. This actually might not be the worst job ever. So if you're looking at doing this, and if you're going to a junkyard and getting one off of a 6-liter, it's going to be a little harder. But if you're just doing this, you just got that bolt right there. Make sure you disconnect your battery first. You don't want to friggin' shock the shit out of yourself. There's a lot of voltage. Undo these two. I think it's looks like a 17 or something. I don't know, maybe a 15, 16, and then a 14. And you got 1, 2, 3 17s, and she should just drop right out. What I will say is this starter is way smaller than the 7.3 starter. So I hope this works. Okay, the top one is literally like hand tight. Like I'm taking it off by hand. I know the transmission was replacing this thing, but like, fuck, dude, holy shit. Literally like just unscrewing it by hand. Let's see this one. Oh my god, dude, no. What about the last one? There's no way. Okay, one of them is tight, thank god. Holy shit. There it goes. Alright, so it does look like these are spaced the same, but I'll say this one has threads in it, this one doesn't. This starter is half the size of this one. These are in the same spot and look relatively similar. This, I don't know. This might just work with this and not have to use this bolt, but I have a good feeling I'm going to have to remount this hole and punch the threads out of this one. But yeah, that's what they look like next to each other. This is the 7.3 starter, 95 7.3 starter, and then this is from a 07 6-liter, 2007 6-liter, 1999 7.3. They said that you could even put 6.4, which is like the newer version, like the year after the 6.0. They said you could put those starters on these, so that's why I'm kind of like from up here. These look like they're spaced the same. This one looks a little bit farther down, but these two look the same on both. So, I don't know. You guys tell me. No, actually, I will tell you. Nope. There's no way in hell that a 6.0 starter will fit on a 7.3. Despite the multiple forums that told me otherwise, multiple forums that told me otherwise, there is no chance, not a fucking snowball's chance in hell that this starter is remotely similar to the 7.3 starter. So that's kind of fucking dicked. Alright, there goes that. Go ahead and clean up because today's fucked. Guys, I'm telling you, like multiple forums. You go look it up for yourself if you don't believe me. Multiple forums said, hey, you can do this. 6.0 starter on 7.3, no problem. Yeah, easy stuff. Bolts right on. Fuck no, it doesn't bolt to shit. Bolts to those fucking forum guys' moms. That's what it bolts to. Fuckers. Making me waste all the time. Just to say, hey, fuck you. Ha ha ha, it was a joke. Fucking prank. Prank the shit out of you, you bitch. You fucking dumb idiot. I bet you're underneath the van right now, pissed off. You're right, fucking forum guys. Fuck. Yeah, I'm right. Yes. Well, yeah, big oof on my parts right there. So, what I'm gonna do as a one last effort to get the truck, to get the van running today. I just looked under the 7.3 dually. Starter looks just like this one, the one that was in the van. So I'm gonna take that off. Then tomorrow, call Chuck and Eddie's, return this, and hope that they have a 7.3 starter like this one. And then put that one back in the truck. Or just keep it and wait until I work on the truck to put it back in it. But yeah, truck ain't doing me no good right there. Rob one part off of it. I know it's a slippery slope. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna go to Chuck and Eddie's and get another starter and put it back in it. Or just leave it here until it's not like it's gonna start anyway. I'm gonna have to push it into here to work on it this winter, so yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go lay in the rocks and go get the other starter. I need the vehicle that runs, not the one that's just sitting. All right, well, I got the starter from the truck into the van. Now, it probably will crank because I know the starter is good. If it doesn't crank, we have other issues, but I know it's not seized, so it should. I'm gonna plug this in because I'm gonna need to pressurize the tank to get the air out of the lines. So, let's go ahead and hook these two batteries back up. There that goes. Now, moment of truth, let's see if it cranks. There's a key. Let's just see if it cranks. Alright. So it cranks. Dope. Now, what you do, if you run your diesel out of fuel, you come over here. This is what I'm going to do. And since, can you see that? Yeah, dude, not fucking bad. See that thing right there? Looks like a castle. I already loosened it, so it's a lot easier, but I'm gonna just go ahead and take this up like that. All right, so I'm gonna have the fuel filter up like this, and what I'm gonna do is come around here, open the gas tank, take the cap off the gas tank, put a rag around this, put the blowgun into it for the air, and just kind of feed some air into it, try to pressurize the lines little by little, crank it over, come back, do this. I'm just trying to push all that bullshit air through the lines, and it'll bubble up through the fuel bowl or whatever you want to call it, where the fuel filter is. The bubbles will come up through there, and then it should push the fuel into the engine and should have no problem. Nope. I guess that worked, so let's try that. It's a fat no. Ah, fuck. No, I know what's going on. What? The fucking fuel bowl. Alright, that was Chris spraying some ether in it, but I think those couple times of it actually turning over, did enough to get to actually get some fuel up here, because as you can see, fuel bowl was open and now there's a fat puddle underneath this shit. So hopefully we can get this thing started. That'd be tight AF. Oh, this thing was so focused on the wheel, it was like, nah, I'm not focusing on shit else. But yeah, hopefully we can get this started. That'd be tight. All right, let's try this out. You can do it. Come on, come on, come on. Woo! Come on, get that fuel, boy. Woo! Yeah, dude. Chris was spraying the silicone in there, so all right. There's your starter fluid for diesels. Apparently, I didn't know that, but shout out to Chris for knowing shit. There it goes. We're up and running, guys. If you want to follow exactly what I did, it was just I changed the starter. Obviously, that's, you know, that can be not your case, but I pressurized the tank, tried cranking it over a little bit. I went over to get Chris. Chris came here while I cranked it, sprayed some shit in it, and I had the fuel bowl off. Like, I had the fuel filter just kind of chilling, and I saw the shit dripping, so I was like, okay, it's actually getting fuel now. So I put the fuel bowl back on, and then cranked it with no silicone or anything, and it fired right up, no problem. Well, I wouldn't say fired right up, but it fired, and now it's running. We're good. All right, well, I can trust and believe that can stay closed. Go throw some 20 beans in this puppy. Man, now I'm back to 3 running vehicles, not including Cali Z. Very good. I was starting to feel kind of dookie. Fresh. Hey. That's a healthy 7.3. You guys already know. Soon, wintertime, you're gonna get fixed, damn it. Mint. All right. Like I said, if you are planning on using a 6.0 starter on at least a 95.7, no, because even the 01.73, I don't know. This is from an 07 6-liter. Does not even kind of fit on this. So yeah, just letting you guys know, it's a no. Okay? As long as we got that squared away. Now, you run your diesel out of fuel. You're like me, shit, you're trying to press the fuel, you're trying to press the gas, not doing nothing, the accelerator pedal, whatever, it's not doing shit. You start hearing clicking, the clicking gets louder, truck shuts off, starts to coast. You're like, damn, I need fuel. You go get fuel, you put it in the damn tank, you crank it for a half hour, it's still not starting. Hopefully you're not anywhere bad. And if you are, I'm gonna permanently forever have a little can of spray silicone in the van at all times, just in case, because I did not know that you're not supposed to use ether on diesels. Not that it did anything. I think it was just coincidence that the starter gave out like then and there, like when I used the ether. But I'm gonna carry a can of silicone because that's like the diesel starter fluid. From what I hear from Chris, it worked great. If you're near a shop, if you can get to a compressor with like a blowgun, you know, wrap something around it, shove it in the gas tank hole, pressurize the tank and crank it over a little bit. Try to get that air out of the line. Also, you got to take the fuel filter off so it can, you know, so it can bubble up through there. And yeah, screw that back on as tight as you can. Make sure that O-ring gasket is on there. Crank it over, and it should start up. Like basically, if you have compression, it will start up. So there you go. Change the starter on the freaking van. Shows you guys how to start a diesel you ran out of fuel, which I was super worried about because all that clicking, I know if you run a diesel out of fuel, like this is a known fact, like you can take out and probably will take out an injector depending on like how bad it is or whatever, but mine shut off pretty quick and the clicking in the injectors is completely gone. So yeah, but you basically, you don't want to run those injectors dry. They're very expensive. As always, like the video, comment some shit, comment, bug out in the comments, yo, fight each other in the comments, start a crazy ass argument about like Dragon Ball Z in the comments. I don't know, you know, because I'm trying to get this up there, you know what I mean? More comments, more likes, that's meant for me, you know? That means that I could do cool things. So enable your boy to do cool things so I can show you me doing cool things, all right? Subscribe if you haven't, guys. I post every single day. See you guys tomorrow, same damn time.